In this video, I'm going to show you a simple path to double, triple, or maybe even 10x your HVAC, electrical, or plumbing business's revenue this year. Stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Wayne with Contractor Cast, where we help you grow your service-based business and generate more leads, customers, and sales through marketing. So if you're interested in learning the latest marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, well, then you may want to consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you never miss a future episode. I know my intro to this video sounded like a big promise, but the reality is growing your business, making more sales, and increasing your revenue really just comes down to following a few simple steps. All right, let's talk money, specifically how to make more of it in your business. Right now, the first thing you need to understand is that in order to grow your business, there's really only three pieces to the puzzle. Jay Abram, who is known for his work in developing strategies for direct response marketing, calls these the three pillars of revenue. And they are increasing the number of customers, increasing transaction size, and increasing purchase frequency. Or in other words, the only three ways to grow your business are to get more customers to buy more during each transaction, and get customers to buy from you more often. Now, obviously the key to massive business transformation is to do all three of these. However, after years of doing marketing and working with hundreds of clients from all sorts of home service industries, I can confidently say that the single biggest opportunity for most service contractors to dramatically grow their revenue comes from step number one. And that's increasing the number of leads, the number of customers, the number of sales, the number of customers for your business, or in other words, getting more people to buy from you. So that's what we're going to focus on for this video. You see, getting more customers is easily the single most important step when it comes to doubling, tripling, or 10xing your revenue. That makes sense though, right? I mean, more people means more revenue. So the key then is, how do you get more people? How do you get them to want to do business with you, to become customers and to actually make that sale? Well, one answer to that, of course, is marketing. You see, another incredibly important point that you need to understand is that whether it's fair or not, and it's not actually fair, but whether it's fair or not, it's not always the best businesses that win, but rather it's usually the businesses with the best marketing. Because no matter how great your service is, it won't simply sell itself, especially not in these days of lightning fast digital marketing and social media. Yes, you need a good product. Yes, you need a good service, but just assuming that your quality of service will somehow call to people is not going to really work, especially while your competitor with an inferior product or service has a marketing strategy that is connecting with their ideal customer. The marketplace is littered with great businesses that had really good products or really good service and yet failed to survive and died a slow and painful death at the hands of the uninterested customer. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is to get them interested, get them to care, and get them to buy. Again, that's marketing. This is because marketing is really just the art and the science of communicating value to the customer. You need to do this because you need customers. You see, something that even the most savvy business owners often fail to remember, or sometimes forget, is that customers are the lifeblood of your business. Without them, your business will die. This is why getting them and serving them should always be your number one priority. This is why marketing is the single most important element to your business's success. We need to destroy the myth of build it and they will come once and for all. It's simply not the case. What you really need to do is build it and then tell everyone you know about it, and then tell them again and again and again. So here's my nice simple 5-step process to help you get started. The very first thing you need to do is identify the kind of people you most want to work with. In marketing, we call this an ICA, or an ideal customer avatar. The best way to do this is to simply take a look at your top 20% of customers and then see what commonalities or what traits or what characteristics they have in common. For example, do they all tend to fall into a certain age range or gender? Do they all live in the same place, maybe the same city? Do they all have the same attitudes or same lifestyles? This can be a political affiliation, or it could be that they all just like kayaking or hiking, or maybe it's just that they all seem to buy the exact same thing to solve the exact same problem. The key here is to get crystal clear on exactly who it is you want to serve. Because when you do that well, all of your messaging and all of your targeting is going to become that much more effective, because you're going to be able to go out there and find exactly who you're looking for, ignoring all the people you don't want to work with. All right, so once you've figured out who your ICA is, it's time to dig a little deeper into what we call their miracles and their miseries. If you really want to be an agent of change, well, then you need to dive a little bit deeper than just the surface level stuff that everybody's talking about, and really get down to the core needs and the core desires and the core problems that keep your customers up at night. We call these their miracles, which are their dreams, their goals, their desires, their wants, their aspirations, and all the things they're hoping to achieve, and their miseries, their fears, their problems, their pains, their frustrations, and all the nightmares that keep them up, until 3 a.m. in the morning. The better that you understand your customers' miracles and miseries, the better you're going to be able to express to them and show them that you understand where they are and that your business has the logical solution and essentially the fix. The better you understand the pains they have, the better you're going to be able to position your business as the solution to their problem. All right, it's in this next stage that you want to go where your ideal customer avatar is active and present online. Fortunately, this is one of the easiest steps you'll do. It's also one of the most neglected, which allows you to immediately become a far better marketer than 99% of your competition. All you really need to do is head over to Google and type in something like social media demographics, and our trusty friends over at Google will spit out a ton of different answers explaining what kind of people use what kind of different social media channels. Then all you got to do is line up who your ideal customer avatar is with what social media networks are out there and find the overlap. For some broad generalizations, if you're serving people over the age of 35, take a look at Facebook and YouTube. Under the age of 35, take a look at Instagram and YouTube. If you're serving mostly women, then take a look at Pinterest. If you're in the business or B2B crowd, then it's obviously going to be LinkedIn. This is an incredibly important step because when you identify where your market is active and present online, well, it also allows you to then naturally find all the places that they're not active and present, which is what I call the marketing wasteland. Your goal here is to only go where your market is active and present and ignore everything else, no matter what anybody else tells you. Let me say that again because it's important. You don't need to be everywhere and you don't need to do everything. You just need to be active and present where your ideal market is. All right, this next step is all about proving you can help them by actually helping them. Before any exchange of money has ever taken place, and by far the best and most effective, not to mention scalable strategy for you to do, this is by providing valuable content, also known as content marketing. Content marketing is one of the best and most effective ways for you to establish authority and build a rapport and build trust and become that known and liked character in your market. It's also a great way to generate new leads and new clients, which in turn have no other effect than to help you build your business. This is because content marketing allows you to speak directly to your prospect. It allows you to solve problems or handle objections in advance. And it allows you to show that you actually know what you're talking about and help someone before they ever paid you any money. I mean, this makes sense, right? Given the choice between business A, a guy who creates a ton of valuable content, is always out there engaging and providing value and doing everything they can to connect with their customer, and say business B, who just hides and is quiet and never says anything, who do you think most people are going to choose? Well, they're going to choose business A, of course. All right, let's move on to the next step, which is to make more offers. When it comes to marketing, there's two different camps or two different schools of thought: the all offers, no value camp, and the all value, no offers camp. Both are bad camps to be in. The all offers, no value camp, well, they hammer their market with offer after offer, pitch after pitch, trying to extract maximum value, and they're always in that gimme mode. This naturally burns out the market and doesn't lead to a whole lot of goodwill. Unsurprisingly, this is a terrible long-term strategy. And on the flip side, the all value, no offers camp goes out there and creates tons of free value, tons of goodwill, creating endless supplies of content, but never making the offer, and then wondering why nobody's buying. The key here is to find balance, somewhere in the middle. Provide good, useful, valuable content, really seek to help and to engage with your community. But at the end of the day, don't be shy. You need to make the offer. I believe it was Frank Kern that I heard say this, and he said, our income can be measured in direct proportion to the number of offers we make. And he's spot on. But of course, the key to finding balance, to make sure that you're providing good value and also making a sufficient number of offers, really comes down to being strategic and following a plan. And this is why the next thing that you're going to want to do is check out some of our other videos I have linked right here, which are going to give you even more marketing strategies and tips for your service-based business. So make sure to check those out right now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you the next time on Contractor Cast.